And welcome to Political Notebook, when on Thursdays we talk to Wendy Schiller about what's going on in politics. Of course, the Providence mayor's race everybody's talking about. There's been a televised debate, a couple other forums already, but it's nice to see debates, right? It cuts through a little bit of the ads and all the talk.
Yeah, you want to hear what the candidates have to say about what they'll do for the city of Providence and how they'll do it. And the debates are the best way because not only do they say what they'll do, but their opponents challenge them on it. And the debate the other night was full of a lot of information, a lot of policy proposals, a little back and forth and contention between the three candidates or among the three candidates. And it's informative. Providence voters are getting an idea of where we think the city might go under each of these candidates.
So do you think the campaign's getting beyond Buddy's a felon and shouldn't be in office?
Well, I mean, they didn't spend the majority of the time on that in the debate the other night. But yes, in fact, I would argue that if Jorge Elorza wants to defeat Buddy Cianci, he has got to move past that and tell Providence what he'll do as mayor. A positive campaign about what he'll do. I don't think he can beat him just by being not Buddy.
The other big campaign in the state, then the biggest statewide campaign, of course, is for governor. Now, Allan Fung has put out an ad that's very grainy, very negative about Gina Raimondo. Is that going to work for him?
I think it's a bad idea. I think Gina Raimondo's maintained a lot of positivity. She has a big ad out with Jack Reed, who's very popular. That's the Democratic Party coming together behind her. Allan Fung is well liked, and he's got a positive persona. And why you throw an ad out there that's all black and white and grainy and talks about 38 studios, which voters are very upset about, but they don't blame Gina Raimondo per se for that. I think it's misdirected. I think if you're Allan Fung, you stick with a positive message, alternative economic growth, lowering taxes, the Republican platform, and you sell yourself. Because I think that's one of his strongest advantages going into this campaign.
Well, so this gets us to a general question about campaign promises. Is that it's easy while you're on the trail to say, enumerate all the programs you want to get going, and yet when you get into office, you're looking at a deficit and you can't.
Nothing drives me crazier. They promise a million things. They never tell us how they're going to pay for it. As I said before, we are feeling overtaxed and underemployed. We want to know how government will do more with less. And we're getting no answers from anybody how they'll pay for anything specifically. And we need to push harder as a voting populace about that. We need to ask answers. Are you going to raise taxes, lower taxes? Are you going to tax the rich more? What are you going to do to pay for the things that you say you think Rhode Island should be doing?
Well, thank you very much. That's Political Notebook.